what we're prospecting and where we're prospecting, and you can do that right in RealNex.com. So if you log in RealNex.com, click on the hamburger in the upper left-hand corner, click on CRM. We have some great functionality to help with that prospecting or door knocking area. So if you're in charge of a certain area, we're going to click on properties right here. I'm going to go ahead and try to annotate some of this so you can see it. We're going to go ahead and go right into property. So we click on properties there, and hopefully I can make that bigger. You're going to go ahead and click on properties. Once you go ahead and click on properties, it's going to open the property window. From the property window, what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and look at filters. Filters is a way that you can go ahead and it should be drawing here. It will draw in 1 second. Filters right here is a way that you're able to narrow down your criteria. So if I'm planning out where I'm going door knocking, maybe it's to update photos and information on the properties or the tenant information, or maybe it's prospecting in a new area where I don't have any penetration, or maybe I just don't know the market that well. So a good thing to do is to utilize the filters. Now I'm here in San Diego, so I'm going to just type in the keyword San Diego. If you'd like to go ahead and put in a keyword, you can. If you want to filter it down, you can go ahead and say show filters, and then you can add your filters. Like maybe it's building class, maybe it's a zip code, maybe it's building class, a zip code, and an asset type. From here, we also have some great mapping features, so I can see where my area of penetration is. And maybe I don't have a lot of penetration up in the San Clemente area or in between. So I can zoom in and zoom out, and I can choose where I want to go for each one of these properties based upon my map. I can add them into a group, and maybe I want to add these into a group, and I'm going to call this group door knocking. So we'll go ahead and we'll select that. So a little bit slower, I'll check the box, group, add to group, proceed. Now I don't have the group called door knocking, so I'm going to say add new group, door knocking. And then I'm going to come over here and say type is properties, and then everyone. So everybody in my team can see that one. If you are on a team, you can keep it private, means nobody else can see it. And when you put type property, means the group's only viewable in property. We recommend that. Now it automatically selected door knocking, and I'm going to say add properties. Yes, I want to add those properties. So in this case, I'm going to each one of these buildings to update the information. While I'm out in the field, I can also start adding some more information so you can easily see that on a map. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to leave my office and do this live, and we'll see how it works from here. So I'm going to go ahead and minimize the screen. I'm going to go down and try to pull up my RealNex mobile app and see if I can do that. I'm going to add it right here. So there's my RealNex mobile app. If yours doesn't look the same as mine, don't worry. I will be on a phone call, so I'm going to actually turn this camera off, and I'll be on my phone while we go out, and you hopefully will see the screen update. So everybody should be able to hear me right now. I'm going to click the three little hamburgers. I'm going to go to properties, and from properties, you should see the different property area. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand outside my building, and hopefully my Wi-Fi will continue to work. And it's real simple to be able to add that information. So in the upper right-hand corner, you're going to see a plus sign. Just go ahead and click that plus sign. Everybody should be able to see my screen. From there, you can type in a name of a building if you have one. Come over here, address. You're going to hit auto address, and then in my case, I'm just going to go ahead and hit the coordinates. It's going to bring in my coordinates, and it did just that. From there, I'm going to go and hit save, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit save property. Okay, so there's my property. Now you can go ahead and hit the picture image. In my case, I'm going to hit the camera, and I'm going to say take photo, and I'm going to come out here. I'm going to take a photo. So here I am live at my building, and I want to come over here and take a picture there. And I'm going to use that photo, and then I'm going to go ahead and take another picture. So let's come over here, and we'll say take photo. And we'll take another picture of the building here. And I'll use that photo. And then we're going to add one more picture, and I'm going to add the picture of the courtyard here. So we'll take photo, take a picture of the courtyard so you can see that. There's the courtyard in there. We're going to use that photo. Now I'm in an office building, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a picture of the directory as well. So I'm going to say add photo in here, take photo. And you can see, there we go. Now I added that directory photo in there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on spaces, and then I'm going to go ahead and hit add. And then I am on the first floor. I am Suite F, and it is office space, and it is not vacant because I am in there. Then I can actually hit that space itself. Let's go ahead and go to, I'm on the spaces. Let's add a photo. So we'll take a photo. We'll take a picture of my door. Although it's not that great, you can understand the idea of that. So perfect. We're in that space, Suite F. Let's click that. You can see my door. Obviously, I didn't take the best picture, but now you can come over here and you can take another picture. So in here, I'll take another picture in my office. And we'll say, let's take a picture right there. Got a couple plants and everything into it. Let's go ahead and take another picture of one of the sections of the office. And they keep their office clean. Now I'm going to say use photo. The next thing that I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to pull out a program called CamCard. So let's come over here and we're going to pull out CamCard. We're going to go ahead and skip this ad right there. Then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say take a picture. Okay. Because I am the tenant, I want to go ahead and take that picture. I'm going to go ahead and hit save. I can put it into a group. I'm going to say confirm. Now I added that into there, and I am done. Now that is going to go ahead and it's going to synchronize with my Outlook Office 365. On that property, I can hit, now I can come over here to tenant, and I can select company, and then we can type in company of RealNex. Now your system might be a little bit slower than mine. It still hasn't synchronized, so you might see yours sooner than later. Let's come over here and we'll add Matt. It might take anywhere between 3 to 5 minutes. In this case here, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put in a fictitious contact, and this one is going to be Antonio. So let's just type in Antonio and Antonio's information right there, and we're going to select Antonio as a tenant. And we're going to hit save. Now we're going to come back over to spaces and properties. And now we have our new property in there, 6336 Greenwich. I can see any contacts if I have ownership information. I can see spaces. You can see Antonio's in there. I have Antonio's information. If I wanted to go down here, I can even call Antonio. As I go ahead and I call Antonio on the record, like right here, I'll say tenant mobile. I can call, and on the new mobile application, it's going to create a history for you. If I want to go ahead and text the tenant, I can do so. I can say tenant text, and then I can go ahead and text the tenant. In some of the areas on here, like if I had a building owner or something to that effect, you also have the ability when you come into those properties on the new program. Looks like I don't have it. Maybe on the contact record here. Let's go on a contact record text. You can even make a history off the contact record. Doesn't look like it can do it directly from that third window because you're on a space window, but you can, and you can create a history. And let's go here and we'll pick Antonio again. Again, my synchronization is working, so I want you to see what it would be like in real time. I don't want to show you and say, hey, this is how quick it is, because it'll take a couple minutes. Now I can go text Antonio. I can call Antonio, and again, it can make that history depending on how I have that set up. To let Antonio, hey, it was great meeting you. I can put in Antonio's profile information of his lease expiration, his lease commencement. Let's see here, it's going to end in April 28th. Lease term or anything else. And now I can come in here and I'm going to go ahead and hit events. And I'm going to say add new. And I'm going to say renewal of lease. And then in front in here, I'm going to say 2023, but I want to call them a few months before. So I'll say June of 2022. And met Antonio. It has voice dictation, but since I'm on the phone with you guys, I can't do it. Now I hit save. That's back in my system for you. So hopefully you can start seeing how you can prospect the easy way instead of going and using your MacBook or your PC or typing everything out on a piece of paper, writing it on a piece of paper. You can see how to do it your easy way. Couple things. you need the RealNex mobile app for the iPhone or Android. You're going to need a cam card or a business card scanning app. And this is an easy way you can go ahead and start prospecting, door knocking, and putting in information. Your information from your business card scanning app will go into Office 365. It takes about 5 minutes to populate from there. And if anybody has any questions, as always, we do appreciate your business. We look forward to winning more deals in the future. And we hope everybody has a fantastic week, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for joining.